Today I'm working on this Ficus. I don't know exactly the name, but this is a common Ficus. Now, this is my chosen front, and although the bonsai is quite leaning to the other side, in my next repotting I will reposition this such that this will be leaning to that side. If not, I will have to pull this a little bit like that. Okay, so that's the front. And some problems is that, for example, this first branch, the first branch is reverse taper. This has a larger diameter than here. It's precisely because of these roots supplying so much nutrients for this, and I try to control it there. However, it has already a reverse taper. And let's turn. Okay. Another problem is that this main trunk line is very thin, and in fact it is also occurring a reverse taper here. So this is because there are so many branches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Maybe I can remove the 2 so that only 2 will be left, but for now it's sparse. And so I think the solution, the solution that I thought about this is I will transfer this root. This is the main root which is supplying this branch here, and makes the trunk line lagging, so lagging in growth. So let's see the root for the trunk line. So there's an aerial root here going down, which is supplying high up here, and another root from this side supplying also high up. Then some roots growing down, growing but still very thin, which I would like to strengthen, probably putting a straw there and guiding it to this bottom. However, I think I can transfer it here. This roots, or some roots, maybe this biggest roots, transfer it there. It will be crossing the tree meanwhile, but probably as a temporary measure. Also, I need to slow this down. Okay. But this one is, I will let that grow naturally. So, how to transfer? That's the problem. So, the way to transfer it is to let this root, graft this root toward here. So, I'll make it a little bit higher because there's already a root growing down. So, I'm going to make an inverted T. So, just on the bark, like that. Okay. Can you transfer it? Off. So, I am making this T here. T, then I'm going to wedge out. Okay. So, this is where I will insert the roots. So I am loosening the bark like this. Oops. I think I need to do more. Okay. Anyway, this still will work fine. Okay, that's it. So now I have my tea now. Then I am going to transfer. So I am going to use this, the biggest root. So this one I'm going to get. See? Okay, this is now my root, which I am going to transfer. I'm going to comb this for a while, and then I'm going to connect it here. So then once I get connected, so maybe let this root, I'm still thinking where I'm gonna let this pass. So probably crossing this root. Okay. Oh, it cannot. So I'll just have to work through here. So it will be like that. Okay, so I'm going to open this further because unexpectedly the root was quite big. So I'm going to open wider. It's not a very good work, however, I'll just really try to put it here. Okay, so it will be like that. Then I'm gonna tie this. Then after tying, I'm going to seal with some glue. That's a temporary wire, but what actually is going to hold this is the tape. See, for now, I'm gonna ask my assistant to do this for me. So I'm just holding this temporarily so that, okay, just so, okay, that's it. It will be like that. So that's we'll be putting some tape there. I don't have grafting tapes. Ideally what you're going to put there is grafting tape. So this root will power this and increase this girth massively, and hopefully it will catch up with the girth here. So there are still other two which are big, but I will reserve this later. Probably I will put some here, or maybe this one I'm still going to make another cut. So how about that? So let's just try it, make another cut. But then this is still the chunk that I'd like to get enlarged, so I'll make a cut here, make a T like that, and it's either a T or an L. That's fine. So if the roots are small, then you can just make an L. See, so I think I'm gonna use this smaller one. So where's my cutter? So I'm going to get this smaller one there, and again transfer it. So this one you have to seal. Okay, where was that? Oh, there. So let's insert it by hand. There you go. So again, I'm gonna temporarily, the root will not die because it is in the ground, so your chances of the root grafting to the trunk is quite big as long as it is not disturbed. So that's why we use these wires. The wires can eventually bite the trunk. You have to watch for that, and of course you have to, oops, I was loosening it. Supposedly I should tighten it the other way around. Okay, there goes the roots. So the next thing to do is to seal it with glue. We're using glue, and then also seal these cuts here, and then you wrap with cellophane. We just use cellophane, okay, for a while. I need to improve this. Okay, so maybe I need something where, okay, so that's a temporary So after we have sealed that with cellophane and glue, then that will be it. So how about that? It has two roots now supplying it. So it is anticipated that this will thicken in a faster rate than this one and other branches. So hopefully it will catch up. And I'll give you a 360 so you can see the overall bonsai. So some branches still has to be wired and arranged, but I'm still growing them, so I'm growing the trunk. Okay, this one is a trunk chop, previously a trunk chop. Okay, so that's the front. Good morning. Hope you learned something.